I literally just woke up. Um, oh God, here's an issue. Here's an issue. Here's a big issue. It's not actually at all a big issue. For the average Joe, it really would not be like, it's literally just like small potatoes. Like, it's just at the end of the day, it's just small potatoes. But for me, I'm sitting here like, oh fuck, what do I do? Because I'm crazy. But here's my thing. So I had a dream about this kid that I haven't seen in a month and a half, and I fully met him a month and a half ago. It wasn't even. It was literally we maybe spoke like under 50 words to each other, but I'm like, oh God, like he was so cute. And I'm just like, oh God. Especially because it's like, it's one thing if your conscious mind betrays you, but whenever your subconscious is just on your side of like, oh, just damned it all to hell, the world's gonna burn anyways, isn't it? Like, oh, fuck, kitty, no. Stuffing all over the laptop. I'm like, please chill out. But it's so upsetting because he was so cute. I saw him, I was like, he is so cute. I thought he was so cute. And I had this dream. And as soon as I wake up, because I was like, I like half woke up and I was like, wait, was that a dream? And I was like half awake and I had a dream, like part of the dream. So basically, here's the dream. Here's the dream. In essence, it was just a dream. So I had this dream. Oh, kitty, he's like, you know, I don't know where the microwave is. Or fuck, where the microphone is. And here's the dream. Where's my glasses? Whoa. So basically, it was a dream. It was a dream. So I was just chilling. It was just chilling around vibes. And then I get this text, and I'm like, hey. Well, I actually just started with the text. I wasn't really like a component of the dream. But I get this text, and this boy sends me like 12 texts. It's just random things off his mind, which I love whenever people text like that. I don't like texting like a lot. I will take months to respond to your text. But I love whenever people feel inclined and comfortable texting me because I feel like I like whenever people communicate with me in ways that are out of convention because they feel comfortable being outside of convention, like in my presence. So I'm like, oh hell yeah. That's what like I do have a lot of friends that are like double, triple, like decatuple. I don't know if that's like an actual thing or if I'm just talking out of my ass. But they will text me like a million times, knowing good and damned well that I won't respond. But I'm like, that makes my heart so happy. Not in the sense that like, okay, I feel like it would have to be something that's lived in to understand that this is not evil and sinister. But it's like exciting because the next time we see each other, it's like, oh, like, yeah, we'll like talk about all those different things. Or like if I have the connection to it, if I have something, if my reaction can be encapsulated in a text, then I'll text. Or like I'll send a voice note. Long story short, it's just chill around vibes and everyone's happy. But I get this text from her, and or like several of them, and it's like, um, yeah, it's just him being um, like, hey, like some madness, like, oh, this is your number, right, or some bullshit. Uh, just texting me just like random stuff that's on his mind, and I'm like, oh, I love it so much. That's so awesome. Um, Also because I'm the type of person I'm like, if I have a crush or if you have a crush on me, I don't know that I'm gonna start texting like every day. I wake up like no, because I don't roll well with that. I don't roll well with being on my phone a lot. It makes me very upset, very sad. But if someone does communicate to me that like texting means a lot to them, or like uncertainty with their placement in my life if I don't respond, I do sit down and have that. Well, it's not always a sit down conversation, but you know what I mean. I do always make it a priority to have that conversation about the fact that like my texting capacities aren't always where other people's are. I feel very um I'll get into that more on like another day. If y'all like are actually curious about that, put me in the know because it's something that I talk about all the time with my friends. Like none of my friends are good texters. Actually, wait, I do want to make sure to text this kid that I met the other day and make sure that they have my number. Actually, you know what? If we're meant to meet again, we'll meet again. Actually, what? I'll literally just text them the time. Okay, so I just like to text people if, like, there's an event going on. I'm like, hey, pull up. Um, like at like this time or whatever. OMFJ. Um, but it's like, oh, what the fuck was I even about to say? It's funny, my mind. Long story short, I had this dream. And so this kid, he had texted me like a handful of times. He texted me like a handful of times, and he was just like texting me like, "Hey, what's up?" and like random things that were on his mind. And then, it sucked because it was so widely vivid. I think whenever your mind really wants something to have been brought into fruition, like it'll be like very very specific. Um, because I like remember like some of the words that like were said, which is like endearing. But what was that? He was texting. He was like, um, Kitty, no. Look, his whole bunghole is about to be in the frame. Hi, buddy. Let me spare the masses. Hi, buddy. Ow. Um. Ow. Fuck. His claws are so just sharp, and I'm like, buddy, please don't do that to me, Heaven. Because my thing is, keep sitting in the microphone. My thing is, he will always. Oh, a new thing that I started doing. I just started washing my clothes in the fucking tub because I'm like, the laundromat costs like $6 for like a large load, and I'm like, I just do not have that type of money. I should just get a washer dryer in my apartment. I don't even like calling it an apartment. It's actually like a house. It is literally like a house. I'm appalled that I can fucking afford this. I think it's the fact that I'm at literally the edge of the city. I love it here. I feel like everyone wants to be in like the really like um yeah, people just enjoy being in like the very very like gentrified area of town. And I feel like it's cute over there, but A, it's not enough black people. B, I feel like it already pisses me off enough whenever I'm sitting on the bus and then at like a certain street, it stops being like black people getting on, and then it's like all white people and all non-black people that are only there for the university city presence. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's very dystopian. Um, which, not to be like, oh, don't recognize the irony in it because I'm literally doing the same thing. But I'm very glad that I didn't live there because I feel like it makes it so that I don't know as much of the city. I feel like I wouldn't have made an active effort to kind of like understand how my presence is like disrupting the symbiosis of like an already established area. And I wouldn't be like, yeah, kind of as connected to the city as a whole rather than the realm that was literally curated for outsiders. So it's like, I don't know, I'm very grateful to live where I do now and to be holding the space that I do because I'm like, holy shit, this is so exciting. But I feel like, yeah, I just really enjoy it here. And I want to see if they'll grandfather me in with the rent so that I can pass on the grandfather rent to someone. I don't know if that it works that way. I really don't know if it works that way. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. But this kid sends me a text, and then like the like sixth or like seventh one was like, um, oh, so basically the first text was like, hey, do you, or no, or the first text that I saw, so I guess the last text, because it was like the, I don't know how to explain them, I don't really feel like explaining it, but it was like, do you have any plans for like Memorial Day? And I was like, no, I do not. Or I didn't text back actually. Maybe that's a sign. Maybe that dream was trying to tell me something. Because I just had this whole conversation with my friend Lars like 2 days ago, where he was basically telling me that I'm full of shit, and I was like, yeah, that's actually very true. Um, because I'll just like have the biggest crush ever. Um, I don't know how the hell else to refer to it other than a crush, but I feel like very genuinely it's just a crush. It's not like a I'm gonna eat you alive. Like it's not like a very very like sexual intense like thing. It's just like a very innocent crush. Like I'm like, oh you're cute. Like I love the person that you are to yourself. Like that is so exciting to me. Like I just like yeah, like you are very like yeah. Like I would definitely consider starting a farm with you one day. Like if we're being completely honest. Um, so whenever I met him, I'm actually so bullshit. But listen, so, um, yo, wait, what? What the fuck? Okay, let me like email back. This was like a very good opportunity that just put it on itself. I don't know where to go to ball out on some work though. Because I'm like, if I go to the grocery store, I'm going to end up getting pie. I'm going to end up spending my last on key lime pie, which I can't do again. I can't do that again. I can't do that again because as soon as I get like a little bit out the hole, I just buy so much key lime pie and I'm like, I literally cannot keep doing this. So I'm like, okay, let me figure out the logistics. I need to like get a job today. I need to like pick up a shift today. I have to see if anyone needs help with anything. Alright, Katie. And if I can't get my bag up today, I just need to not spend money. Yesterday, whenever you try to like finesse the bus and then act like you're tapping your phone and then just fucking walk and then act all confused whenever it doesn't make the sound, go like, what? And then just walk off. I tried to do that yesterday, but then the muscle memory of paying whenever I have like the actual funds too, it got me. And it got me good. It got its little get back. I'll say that for a fact. It got its get back because I hear the tap and I'm just like, no! Because my net worth prior to the Great Bus Incident of 24, prior to the fiasco, as told, as recounted, true events, was approximately $4.23. And now it is currently, how much is that? Let me actually do the math for real because I'm like, I might not be able to leave the house today. Fuck it, I'll go on a walk. But also, I'm like, okay, no, I'll just do this half finesse system, but I'll make sure to actually get myself right this time. Okay, wait. $4.23 minus $1.50. I think it's $3.77 if I'm not, or fuck, $1.77 if I'm not mistaken. That feels right. Eh. Wait, no, that's definitely wrong. Sorry, I just woke up. Because now I'm invested in it. Oh, 73 cents. I hate subtraction. I can do addition very well. On paper, oh, I'm killing all of it. Oh, don't even get me fucked up. But in my head, addition and multiplication I can do pretty well as well in my head. Got the times tables down pat. I could even do doubles by doubles if it's not like crazy. But I feel like my mind gets very just like overdrive sometimes. I want to learn how to build a house. I actually am going to learn how to build a house with this guy soon. He's going to teach me like a lot of the renovations that he's doing. Because I have fucking nothing to do. I'm sitting around driving myself stir crazy. So I was like, let me learn how to build a house. What was I even saying? Oh, so this boy texts me. He texts me in the dream. He texts me in this divine recollection. Wait, let me go get the door. Kitty's about to get... Kitty's getting stir crazy. If you want to talk about stir crazy, let's talk about Kitty. Alright, Kitty. What is a person? Alright, Kitty. Okay, so basically, here's my soliloquy. So, this boy, he texts me. Or does he not? Question of the hour, but we'll get there. We'll just go with this period. Okay. Oh. So he texts me. He definitely texts me. Definitely. He texts me. And he's talking about, hey, what are you doing for Memorial Day? And I was like, oh wait, I didn't even respond in the dream. But I'm the type of person, you know what I'm realizing? I think like my dream, like at least at this age, because I don't know, my wants for like my romantic like life or whatever might change like a lot throughout the next couple years. But I'm like right now, I do not see myself in a relationship. I see myself like in monogamy, but I see myself like just talking to that person maybe like once a month. I don't even like putting like a consistent like a because it might be like like we might go like a month without talking, but then it's like maybe like a couple days. It's like 2 days in a row. But I see like here's my vision. I just mean sporadic. I don't even because I don't want it to be like like touchdown December, touchdown January, touchdown February, all that. Like I see it being like we see each other and then we have like a like in person and then we have like a menage, not like coitus, but I just mean like just like it's just like a whirlwind of like just I don't know like fucking like I don't know like chill vibes. It's like whirlwind and chill vibes, and then it's just like lots of fun for like a while. And then we just don't see each other for a while. Because I'm a big believer, distance probably does make the heart grow fonder. So I'm like, what if we just like ride that wave? What if we just ride that wave? It's just exciting stuff. And then it's just like, yeah. Because I feel like whenever I think of a relationship, I wouldn't want to integrate my whole life with someone else's. But I do want I don't know. Yeah. Like I don't want it to be like, oh, what was I about to say? Oh, like relationships should be XYZ, so we should XYZ. Like people in relationships should talk every day, so we should talk every day. Or people in relationships should know every detail about each other, so we know every detail about each other. I want to know actually every detail about another person, but I feel like having standards based off of conventions rather than organically sourced, rather than them just being like, wow, I really like this person so much, I want to know every single thing about them. Um, yeah, I feel like just organic, because then also like if distance is given, I feel like it would be a lot more possible to maintain like talking consistently. But the fact that it's not a requirement or even like an expectation, because I'm like, I feel like life is kind of meant to be lived not alone, but like you continually decide the level of access that people have to you. Like I feel like having set positions in your life, like with especially well in particular romantic relationships, where people have like a specified level of access to you, or the title that they have in your life, the position that they have in your life is titled to specify having like the most access to you. and all these different things. I just feel like the way that relationships are like, because I want a relationship, but I don't resonate with the way that relationships are socialized or see myself being in a relationship in the way that relationships are socialized. I'm like, I don't like that. So I'm just like, I want to be enamored with somebody, but I don't ever want to proclaim it as a relationship. I want it to just be like, because I feel like just, yeah, because then also what I don't like about relationships, it's like, boom, let's have sex. I don't want to do that. Well, I do want to do that, but not like a like oh like it's like a expected thing because like now that we're dating, you just have sex all the time. But then it's like one might feel inclined towards coitus if one doesn't have an expectation for such a thing, you know? So it's just like it's exciting stuff. Like I feel like yeah, but long story short, this boy texted me. He was like, what are you doing for Memorial Day? And I was like, oh wait, I didn't text back. This is like the third time I've had that realization, but I didn't text back at that point. So basically, that wasn't like the point of the joke. Wait, so basically, he asked me on a date because further up in the text stream, in the text pile, text stream. Later on, he was like, I should have asked you on a date whenever I met you, XYZ. And I was like, because my thing is, whenever I met him, I was like, should I ask this boy on a date? Should I ask him on a date? But my thing is, I've never asked anybody on a date, actually, except for the person that I was dating last year. So it's like, I've just never, yeah, done that. And before them, it literally been no one, because they were like the first time that I dated everyone. Actually, did I? Is that me? I don't know. This is why I'm like, I don't like being like under the influence. Like during like freshman year, like I think I asked someone out on a date, but it was like like freshman year party, and I was like drunk or whatever, and like yeah, because I'm like if I had encounters with this individual whenever I was just like completely sober, like things could have like gone very well, and they were like really really pretty. Like yeah, she was like very pretty, and yeah, I definitely fumbled. I'm not even gonna look back in history and try to rewrite the books. I definitely fumbled. Like that's literally there's no debate about it. I most definitely fumbled. Like I will live to regret it. Not even live to regret it because it's like one of those things where it's like, damn, that happened. I learned from it. I'm better for it. To like grow from the experience. But like the way that I like behaved in that scenario definitely would have changed because oh god, I really took the no texting thing to an extreme. I should have communicated that if I was like on the no texting just like chain. I literally just should have communicated. I am not the type to text, and I don't like. I feel like a lot of people kind of assume that that'll just be like changed whenever you start talking to them. But my thing is, if I had stated that that was where like my digital communication capacity was, then it wouldn't have been, like an expectation that would have been set up off of me communicating otherwise. Because I was like, you know what? I like you. I'm going to get my shit ready and text you. But I didn't know at that time that my texting capacities were not contingent on the level of relationship that I have with people. It's fully contingent just off of where they are at that time. So I feel like that was definitely my bad. But I learned not to tell people that things are going to change just because of the nature that I want to have them have in my life, or the access that I want to have them let them have in my life, and the nature of how I feel about them. Because it's not that. Like I have best friends that I haven't texted in like a million years, but then whenever we actually talk and have like conversations, it's like a different story. So I'm better for it. I just wish I hadn't, like led them on or led her on. With like my texting capacities because she was very pretty and she was very kind. She was very kind. She was really pretty actually. She was very gorgeous. She was definitely I fumbled. Okay, that's okay. Oh no, it's not. But I don't even know that there's any silver lining. I feel like I just have to sit in that discomfort. It's not like shame anymore because I've like moved through it. Um, because I haven't judged it. I've just like purely observed it and learned from it. So I've moved through it. But it's also like, yeah, that wasn't the best thing that I've ever done. She was so pretty. I wonder how she's doing. Damn. And that's what you call a natural consequence. Because it's like, consequences aren't always about penalty, they're about learning and moving through something. So it's like, she didn't like throw a drink in my face or like I've always wanted to do that. I would have like, okay, oh, that would be so lit. I want to, but also that would be a mess for the service workers. Oh, damn. Well, what if we warn them? Because I feel like it would just be something that would be really cool. If we warn them and then we help them clean it up, I would be like, yo, can I like throw a drink in someone's face really quickly for like, just like, it's on my bucket list. And we'll help clean it up and we'll tip really well. That would actually be really, or maybe we'll just do it at a park because I don't know that I have good tipping money. That's why I haven't eaten out in so long, because I don't have good tipping money. And my belief is like, if I don't have enough money to tip well, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it because waiters and waitresses aren't served like a living wage. And I love to go to a restaurant and just line somebody's pockets. I really like to go and line somebody's pockets because I'm like, service working is no joke, especially the times that you have to be like on your feet the whole, like, and which is most of service working. So I'm like, wait, but this boy texted me. Well, in the dream, that's the issue. It was in a dream. Think about it. We gotta be hey. I like these glasses a lot. I want to take the decals off them though. I wonder if it'll affect the happening. Oh, that's way in there. Yeah, there's no way that's coming out. Okay, whatever. It's just chill and raw vibes. What was I even about to say in the first place? Oh, so this boy texted me. And he was like, and then earlier on in the text, because I opened the text, rare occurrence. Earlier on in the text, he was asking me if I wanted to go on a date. And I was like, it's funny you would say that, kind stranger. I would love to. I actually didn't respond. This is like the fourth time, but that's what I was thinking, and that's the crazy part to a dream. That's why it sucked whenever I woke up and I was like, "Oh, this wasn't real." After the second time, because the first time I woke up, I was like, "Wait, it was real." It was not real. But here's what made me upset, because I feel like the universe just made it so proximal to my life. Like every thing that I was doing was so on par with the person that I actually am in like the real world, that I was like, oh, this is just so real. This is literally just so real. So I was like, what, is this a dream? I have to start remembering anytime that I think to myself, is it actually, no, I don't. I don't have to ruin my just like happy fantasy realities. I don't have to do that at all. But it was kind of really upsetting. But I think maybe that's a sign that I should actually say something, because I'm like, he was very attractive. Not even just attractive, because I'm like, attraction is only one bit of it. I feel like I get really attracted to people very easily. Very easily. Incredibly easily. I think anyone with kind eyes and that loves smiling is really attracted to me. And he have really kind eyes, and I was just so very upset, because I'm like, oh god, it's okay. You know what? Here's the absolute worst thing that I could do. Okay, here's what I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go lateral with it. I'm gonna go real peripheral. I think I'm gonna. Oh god, and this is why it sucks whenever I have a crush, because I'm the type of person, I'm like, yes, I do have can't shut the fuck up syndrome, a deathly diseased case, but if I like someone, I'll sit there and I'll just say nothing. I will just say nothing. I will just say nothing. If you ever don't want a word out of me, sit me in front of somebody that I'm like enamored by. I'll just sit there and say nothing. Or I'll just start talking out of my ass and get so very embarrassed. Well, my thing is I always talk out of my ass, which I love. But talking out of my ass in the sense of like I get real like rigid, awkward. Like, yes, no. Okay, you know what? Okay, let me just finish the dream. Let me just get on with the get back. Basically. Yeah. Wait, that was it. Oh no. And then I went to like this like little like house party, but not really a house. I love, oh my god, this is my favorite thing ever. The stage of hosting that people are at right now, where it's not like we all meet to just get incredibly drunk. It's just like, oh, we have a ton of people there. There's like a bit of alcohol. Like there's probably like some weed being passed around, because I feel like there's a lot less pressure to be inebriated whenever it's And here he goes. 2 seconds ago, he's begging for his like departure, and now he's just like, yeah. And then like the so, na 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 na. You know that. Wait, but yeah, it's my favorite form of hosting because I'm like, it's a very like just chill environment. Like I didn't feel like pressured to like do anything. That's why I really enjoy it. Yeah. I love whenever it's I guess it's like a dinner party, but it's not like dinner because there's no like feast, but it's like, oh, come stop through, just come wander. Like everyone's kind of just doing their creative things or like chatting. Like there's a lot going on. There's so much going on. And he invited me that, or I just happened to be at that because I don't even know that that was like part of the thing. That's not what the Memorial Day thing was because this wasn't like a multiple days in one day dream. That's why it was so realistic. I just happened up at this like circumstance, and yeah, we were just chatting, and then I woke up and I was like, wait, is that a dream? And then because I guess I didn't, or no, the second part I guess of the dream must have happened after I went to sleep for the second, or yeah, after I woke up, and then I was like, yeah. But the part that I was, yeah. But my thing is, I've been thinking about him intermittently for like the past month, and I was like, he was really cute. He honestly was so cute, and he just like, yeah, he seemed really interesting, and I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, he seemed really interesting, and I would love to get to know him more. Plus, he lives in my hometown. I'm like, what? Like, that's kind of crazy. That's really crazy to me. But I'm like, yeah, I don't know. But here's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna go real lateral, real peripheral, real quick. Because I've never. Because, here's my biggest thing. Okay. Oh, jeez. Because I'm realizing, I'm like, I've never asked anyone, like, on a date that I can remember and stand by. Um, because I'm like, I don't think with, like, that girl. I don't remember if I asked her on a date or if, like, she asked me on a date or if we were, like, we should, like, go somewhere. It was, like, chill vibes, casual vibes. That's why I'm like, yeah, I don't like going places and, like, drinking anymore. Like, I don't really, like, yeah, that's not my favorite thing ever. Especially because, like, my frontal lobe is not yet developed. I want to be, like, 30 before I, like, start having, like, a glass of wine at dinners. Maybe older. I don't even know that I want to be, like, a glass of wine at dinners type individual because I feel like I have that gene. I definitely have that gene. So I'm glad to have never really had, like, a, like, avid drinking, like, habit or inclination really. But it scares me because next year I'm turning 21 and then it means like I will have access to not only alcohol but like nicotine and like a lot of other things, which is kind of scary because I'm like right now that barrier to access is like really nice. It's inconvenient for like if it's like deemed something that wants to be like indulged in and then we're like, oh well, none of us yeah are like 21 yet. So it's like, yeah. But it kind of does scare me because I'm like, well, you know what? If I ever feel uncomfortable with it, I'm just going to start nipping it in the bud. I'm just going to start nipping it in the bud. I'm going to ask someone that's close to me that I would trust with my money to hold my money. Because I'm like, yes, it might seem extreme, but I'm like, if I am able to keep my head on straight about these things from the beginning, doing what even might seem like extreme measures, over time, I'll be better for it. I'll definitely be better for it. So I'm like, okay, that is so okay. I'd rather be over, yeah, over the top with prevention because, yeah, I don't know, it just scares me. I've seen a lot of people in my life have, yeah, be affected by alcoholism that I'm like, it's definitely not something that I want to like indulge in to like, yeah, like even in the past, like because I'm not really a functions person. I realize I'm just not a functions person at all. Like after freshman year, I've gone to one function in the past year and a half, and it was like 2 weeks ago. It was the night of my birthday. Um, someone convinced me to go out. I was supposed to only go to the pregame just to say hi to a couple people. Um, was just gonna go home. But I didn't. I went to the function. I mean, it was fun, but it's like, I went like mainly sober, and then I'm just realizing, like, every time I'm realizing, like, oh, like, this isn't like some crazy experience whenever I have kind of stepped out of like my college identity a lot, because now I feel like, yeah, like I don't really feel like a college student that much anymore. Like I feel like not very adult, but I feel not even like, yeah, because it's not even necessarily a time progression. I feel like more like a community member than a college student. I don't know that that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I've just been like really far removed from like college culture, especially considering I haven't been to functions in like the past year. So it's like, yeah, I was like, this is nice, but I don't like see the appeal that much. Especially if you're not like so over the top fucked up. It's literally just people packed together like sardines. Um, it's very primitive. It feels like. I don't want to really expand on that, but it is very primitive. Um, but yeah, I think that a lot of that in the dream might have just been a sign from the universe that I should like. Oh wait, but here was my plan. I want to go peripheral with it. I want to go lateral and peripheral with it. I want to tell his friend, just in passing, oh, your friend that you had over was like really cute. Leave it at that. That's honestly the whole plan. That is honestly the whole plan. I kind of just like, if there's something that I ever just really cannot find the capacity to communicate, and it's not like a like dire thing at all. It really only has to do with like romantic inclinations, because I'm like a very big communicator. If I have something going on, or like something that I want to address, I will speak about it. I'm not really one to go for the periphery, but if it's so unurgent and like unnecessary as this, I'm like, oh hell yeah. But here was my plan. Oh wait, I already said my plan. I already revealed the master plan. But what was I even saying in the first place? What was I saying in the first place? I was saying, oh yeah, just anytime that I've ever, because I'm like, I know good and damned well I'm not going to talk to you. Like, I'm not going to, like, reach out and be like, hey, what's up? I wish I was that individual. I unfortunately am not. I'm trying to work closer towards that, because I'm like, I'm blocking a lot of my blessings. I have, like, a lot of the time, I have a lot of crushes that sometimes just, like, consume me. I feel like it would be easier if other people in my life were, like, also like further removed from college culture. Um, but I feel like if I were to say something especially someone that I know laterally, then it would become everyone's business, which is kind of crazy to me, which is very crazy to me. Um, damn, he was so attractive. Not even just attractive. He was just like, because I feel like whenever I mean attractive, it's like, I don't even know. But I definitely do have a crush on him, which I was like, no, you don't. You met him once. I have a crush on him. No! I do have a crush on him. Safe to say. Okay, I'm gonna go and read. Yeah, I'm gonna go and read. And then, yeah, berate myself for the rest of the day for not having said anything. I feel like I should just say something. I don't know. I really don't know. And I don't really care to figure it out right now either, so.